What's up,
Hump
everybody?
day!
Another Wednesday, another dollar to be made, motherfuckers. Sports Sushi. All right, hold on, let me adjust myself. Sports Sushi, you know what I'm saying? We back at it. Another Wednesday. How you fellas doing today?
I think I'm getting the
I'm doing great.
You think you can stream your shit down, Chris? We need you to get your beard back, okay? You
Ah.
some bitch back, all right, brother?
I'm fighting for it.
Hey, man, look, I'm going to keep saying it till it's back, dog, all right? We
Hey,
need to be
I got a little strap-on beard.
I got a question.
What's
With
up?
you saying money. Which album is better? The Carter? Hey, Sterling, you just in time. I feel so bad that Chris left with this question I'm about to ask because it's kind of like we're excluding him. But it's not. Chris, you can come back if you want with this quick-ass music question. So me and my homies were talking real quick. Which is the better album? Well, yeah, it's which is the better album? The Carter 1 or the Carter 2?
2. And I'll tell you why.
Thank
and
you.
This is from a DJ. I'm going to tell you why.
Ooh.
He set the tone of that whole album with that first fucking track. Was The Mob.
The Mob.
Just perfect. Perfect.
Which Carter are we talking about here?
So, talking about Lil Wayne's albums.
I figured it was Lil Wayne. I'm here for the Jay-Z.
Classic. Jordan LeBron. Give me Jordan. Go ahead, Sterling. My bad.
No. I agree. Carter too. I'm a D boy. That hits hard.
More fire.
Lock and load.
The receipt, bro. Come on, dog.
Like, there's some tracks on there.
Reveal his name.
No.
There's some tracks on there.
Reveal his name, Russell. Who said this slander? Okay.
Oh, they you know who it was. They've been on the show. His name is the same thing as a certain gun that fires off, but it wasn't only him. It was a certain other man who is his cousin, who also goes by it's a family affair, man. But we had to come to an agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? But they had some strong contingencies though. But
when they say the Carter one was better.
Yes, but when he threw out Go DJ, I said, so we working with hits now because Fireman took the world by it. Literally set the world
when it came out for sure.
We
can't argue that one.
Quality cuts,
but the Carter 2 though. I mean,
yes.
I don't care about the popular songs on there. I'm talking about that dirty fucking gangster shit.
How many
times Lock and Loaded?
Yeah, like you
Lock and Loaded with Corrupt.
Yes.
All right, man. Feel me.
Hold on. And before hold on.
We gotta get into the thing. But go ahead.
But when Lil Wayne was with them Cash Money Boys on the Hot Boys, bruh.
Oh yeah,
dog.
Oh yeah.
But that whole had Juvenile telling stories, like, bruh. Well, they were cold. Them boys were cold, dog. Them boys was cold.
DG from back in the day, not now. But DG from back in the day.
Stop.
I ain't gonna say this,
bro. Back in the day.
Yo.
Look, I'm gonna say this, and look, I'm a BG fan, but I'm gonna say this, and it might ruffle some feathers, but look, man, I know I'm not supposed to say this, but that motherfucker went. He was at his best when he was on heroin. I'm sorry.
For real.
Oh man,
I had to say
a lot of artists are.
Yeah.
Respect my mind. Tell me that shit don't slap. Still.
Come on now.
All right, come on, guys. I knew I was going to start this shit. Give me the rundown and let's get it.
Rundown time. All right, we got the out of bounds coming up this day in sports. We're going to talk a little bit about the college football. You know what I'm saying? Then we got the sushi bet. I'm still in last, but fuck it. We're going to change that this week. We got the either or coming up. And then we got the NFL where we're going to talk about a myriad of subjects here. One has to do with 70-20, but we're going to talk about that a little bit later. So without further ado, let's touch on a little bit of an NBA subject right now. Dame just got traded, so we're not going to dive too deep into it because we have a really packed show. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to touch on just a smidgen. What are you guys' initial thoughts on the Dame Lillard trade to the Milwaukee Bucks?
You got the Kings. I mean, they didn't pay nothing. I mean, it was that. I mean, it's a steal. Like, would you give away some peanuts? I mean,
I don't even know.
Deion, and I didn't know they were doing the 3-team thing. That took me by surprise.
That was the thing. I think that was the thing that really got it moving was that move of DeAndre Ayton.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, you know what I'm saying? If you look at it, this might work out better for Dame than going to play for Miami.
Yeah.
It might work out better for him because he's Miami was where he wanted to go, and Miami's like a cool place and everything. But when you really break down, which we'll break it down later, though, when you really look at the team, yeah, Milwaukee's going to be something to deal with.
Okay. All right. Well, we're not going to spend too much time on this, but we're definitely going to dive into this a little bit more for next week. But my boy Russ, he's going to surprise us with a out of bounds segment that he didn't share with me. So I don't know what he about to say. So this is about to come as a surprise to all of us. So what you got?
Partly as a results of me not finding it till late, because I literally had to scour the internet to find something I found interesting enough. And damn, Shane, stop. All right, now we're gonna go back. So Shane just straight with it. Don't go to Shane's sucks. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Shane run to prison. So high school football coach resigns after team used Nazi as a play call during a game. Yes, you heard me right. A play call during a game was Nazi. Not only was this used during a high school game, but it was used during a certain team. Would you guys like to know the religion of said team?
Take a guess. Synagogue squad.
They were Jewish. They were Jewish. Roughly 90% Jewish. It was the community that school is from. So just an overall way out of bounds move. And yes, the coach is gone, resigned, and the school is embarrassed for it. Any thoughts? Any questions? Anything that? Oh, by the way, my bad. What was it? My bad. What was the name of that school?
It was Ohio school, right?
Brooklyn High School. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I'm my bad. It's a high school is in Ohio. It's called Brooklyn High School. Brooklyn High School coach or former Brooklyn High School coach, and probably the Brooklyn High School AD. Brooklyn High School is high because you don't feel confident about doing that unless you had a couple drinks, conversation with people. You guys are out of motherfucking bounds. Go ahead, though, guys. What you think?
Out of here. I'm trying to figure out what context were they using that, because like if you're Jewish, you gonna feel some type of way about the Holocaust, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to figure out the context here. Maybe. Like what were you punting?
Dog, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm just gonna assume because they said it was an audible, right? An audible call.
There's so many things I could say right now, but I'm not.
So
we're young.
Yeah, you know what? We're not gonna go there, Russ. Okay.
I'm accusing. I just gave the information of what was out of bounds, and now I'm gonna let you guys talk on it because
there's so many things I want to say, but I will get canceled.
Yes,
right.
Yes.
I would. I mean, this is Russ. First of all, thank you for picking such a great topic. I really would love to go ham on this. I ain't gonna cap because I got some shit. I got some shit to say, but maybe we'll do it. Not on the show, because
hey, text me about it. If you know me, we can talk about it off cam. You know what I'm saying? I might do an IG live one day.
As the show has grown, you know, back a year ago, we could say whatever we wanted,
right? Bro. Whatever. We was wild. You go listen to them tapes, boy. Sterling, you might have to fight a couple niggas.
Shane said he won't cancel you. He just said he won't cancel you.
Shane already canceled. Y'all don't know Shane. Shane is already canceled. He don't give a fuck. He just want people to join him in jail. Come on.
If I wasn't paid by SB Nation,
okay,
I would get caught on that.
And if I was not trying to join Sterling and get paid with SB Nation, I would keep talking. I got aspirations and dreams, damn it. Hey, real. You talk about the NFL. There's a certain trade rumbling that's going around between Atlanta and Dallas, and y'all have been hearing me yell about this for like a year. But we're gonna get into that later.
Okay.
Y'all know when we get to the NFL.
Okay.
I'm gonna get back on it because we still got some other. Yeah,
I definitely want to hear that. So let's go ahead and get into this day in sports. So Russ, what you got for us, dog?
Oh, on this day in sports, in 1988. Sorry, there it goes. In 1988, Canadian sprinter Ben Johnson is disqualified from the Seoul Olympics 100-meter after his urine sample found steroids in it. And they gave the American Carl Lewis the gold medal with a world record 9.92. What is it with Canadian guys that getting busted with steroids? Because wasn't the dude that raced Michael Johnson in the one-on-one, didn't they later on find out that he was doping too? Anyways, you Canadian track runners, y'all be dirty. So Paris Olympics, I want y'all to watch out for the Canadian basketball team and see whatever juice they on, because I guarantee you when Shai Glizzy Alexander get out there with all them other dudes and they start balling and Murray get out there, I'm gonna have questions. Because Canada, not Canada, Canada, they some cheaters. Your Canadian some cheaters.
Your Canucks.
the Canucks be causing problems. And they be cheating. You gotta watch them Canucks.
Hey, you can look at this picture right now and just look that this nigga's shoulders got muscles. Like the shoulder bone got muscle to it. Like,
bro, you see, it looked like he attached it on his body. Nah, that Canadian nigga strong.
Yeah, he did crack too. That
nigga
did crack. My nigga did crack.
But you know what, guys? This did not say
Beats was out 1988. Look at none that look like the Beats logo.
It do on its hip. It's the number 6, I think, but it do look like the Beats logo. Oh, if in 1988, them hoes have been horrible. Could you imagine the static? They probably would have had like antennas on them.
Been this big,
bruh. All right, bruh. But yeah, in 1988, we found out Canada is still cheating. Canada, I'm sorry. The Canucks, what we call them?
The Canucks.
Canoodles.
The Canucks. The Canucks was cheating. They still cheating to this day. You can't trust a Canucka.
Mother Canucks. Ain't that
Mother Canucks? If you haven't figured out what a Canucka is, well, you slow as fuck, my boy. Let's go.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get on the NCAA. We are full swing in our college football season. And college football is something synonymous with traditions, is steeped in traditions. And I always just wondered, like, what are you guys' favorite traditions in college football? Now, before we start, college traditions, they can range from, just pre-game to the music, the entrance, post-game, things like that. But let's start with you guys first. So what are you guys' favorite college football traditions?
I'm gonna go with and it's corny, but Wisconsin jump around fourth quarter.
That's a great one.
It's dope.
That's a great one.
It's pretty dope.
That's a great one.
Shout out to Chris in the background.
And University of Virginia does Enter Sandman.
See, and
then I was gonna say
that shit goes hard, bro.
Virginia that's probably number one.
Yeah,
that's probably number one. If you don't know what Into the Sandman is at Virginia Tech, then you just go look it up. Ones that don't have a lot of music, I would say the Stab at USC, the Florida State Seminole, spiking the arrow to the ground, spear, the spear to the ground. Let me see. You could give me the Oklahoma Schooner any day, but that's biased of me to say that. I hate them, but the Aggies 12th man is a good one.
What about University of Texas?
I don't fuck with them.
Underachieving?
No, but like they probably do something. Don't help win. But I'm not. Because in 2 weeks, I need to stop talking because in 2 weeks they can shit on my whole squad. So, but I really don't know what they do. If you're a Texas fan, shout out. Tell us what they do. Play like a champion today. Notre Dame hitting the sign. I think what is it that Baylor does? The fucking run where everybody runs full speed from one end zone to the 50 or something.
From a tornado.
That's just pretty dope. Yeah, that's just dope. Howard's Rock is pretty cool, I guess. Auburn's got the tree that they fucking throw toilet paper on, but that motherfucker poisoned it. Yeah. That shit is a real rivalry right there. That motherfucker poisoned the tree.
You want me to tell you a lame bro?
Which one?
University of Michigan. Now, not the hitting of the blue sign when they come out the tunnel, but y'all know who the killers are? Okay. Well, they play Mr. Brightside is what they play.
I did see that.
And the killers are cool, but like you couldn't have picked a better song. Like it's pretty weak sauce, dog.
When you got and I'm sorry, like anything with Into the Sandman and physical sports, to me, it just puts you in a state where
I don't know.
Like, I'm gonna catch a charge.
Facts. I don't know if they still do it. I think it's Oregon. Didn't they used to come out to the Purge at one point? Oregon does some live shit. like Oregon does some live shit. Like we gonna get into everything else, which I don't disagree with what Dan Lanning did. I'll get that out the way right now. But Oregon does some live ass shit. And I believe at one point in time they was coming out to the purge like thing. It was like 10, 9. Yeah, the boys getting out there getting live.
Y'all know about
one of the homies, listener of the show. He actually played in Autzen, and he was like, "Yeah, bro, it gets that loud. You can't hear yourself fucking thing." He was like, yeah, he had to go up in there and
no love for Iowa. The waving to the
oh no, that's cool. That's cool.
That's really good. That's really good. No, that's really good. You gotta shout that out.
Wholesome.
Yeah, that's more wholesome. Like that's really good. Like yeah, that's. I mean, you can't hate on that. You know,
y'all know about Notre Dame's.
What do they do?
10 men.
They just prayed to football Jesus.
10 men on the field.
Oh damn, that's cold blooded. That's cold motherfucking blooded, but hilarious. Cause oh my god, oh man, talk about the worst way to lose a fucking
telling
football
you, dog.
game.
And then
possibly
that's some stupid ass shit right there,
bro. I
multiple
think,
plays.
Yeah. I think that whoever was in charge of that, I know that Freeman was like, yeah, you're fired, bro. You had one job. Make sure you had enough fucking players to play football on the field. I like the Gators. The Gators have a good one.
Yeah.
Just because they had like 100,000 people doing the Gator chomp, screaming Gator bait. We're missing. I think is that it. I think
that's CU. Right? CU runs the Buffalo out.
Oh, they do. They do run the Buffalo out. Yeah, there's literally a million in college football.
I like LSU's new one. I forgot the song they sing. What was the song?
Oh, suck that tiger dick, bitch. Boom. Boom. Yeah. Suck that tiger dick, bitch. Yeah, that shit's loud. That shit's so disrespectful. Yeah. Oh, and Mississippi State, I just had to look up one. Mississippi State does the ringing of the cowbells, which the cowbells are always loud as fuck. And that's cool. Oh, it's on this list. Penn State and Indy Lions do a whiteout. The whiteout is dope.
Yeah,
the whiteout is dope.
Okay. But they're kind of corny too, though. We are.
I mean, like there are a lot of things.
That shit is corny. I'm gonna cap.
I'm no corny. Russell. I'm gonna keep it straight. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and move to the next segment here. All right, so week 4 is in the books, man, and we're looking down the barrel of week 5. So what are your week 4 takeaways from this past week? So let's start with you, my boy Russ. What you got?
Yeah, Russ, what you got?
You got something on your chest?
I mean, week 4, obviously, I've got to point out, Deion and them getting their ass whooped. Right. Got boat race. Got that. Fuck West Virginia, Shane. We'll get into parlay busters, bro. Man, Pitt, you can't cover for shit. If you're betting on football, bet whoever's against Pitt. Bet that because fucking Pitt is bad right now. Speaking of Pitt, shout out Malcolm, but I have to give a special shout out. I know I'm taking a little time real quick because what I'm saying, friend of the show. Special shout out to the Football Championship Conference Player of the Week in Max Epps. He plays for Texas A&M Commerce. Shout out to you, my boy DB. If you don't know what it is, again, it's Max Epps. Go look it up. He's on IG and go see the. But he was the player of the week in the football championship conferences. You know what I'm saying? So friend of mine. So shout out Max. Keep doing that shit, boy. And he told me he was going to do it too. So I got to give him a shout out. But no, week 4, I will say that to me, and I'll let y'all touch on this because what gets me about the whole Colorado situation is what I don't like, and call me a college football snob. I really don't like it when people that don't watch college football get involved and don't understand like the landscape that they're in. And so to see Dan Lanning do all that shit, know exactly why he was doing it. Yes, he's talking shit to Deion. This is what college football is about. And to see a bunch of people get mad about that, to me, it was kind of like, yeah, we don't need you around here. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah. you don't get what goes on here. So that was my big takeaway. Like, y'all know we do the show together. I said Oregon was going to win the Pac-12. For them to win the Pac-12, they had to beat Colorado. I just think people got real wrapped up in, the pageantry of it and thinking that, if everybody cheers for them, they're going to win. And as we all know, that's not the case. We love Deion. We know that in the future it'll change for him. But this year, we all knew they weren't going undefeated. So I just think that, that what happened to them is what happened. That's what happened in college football. Like, you run into some demons and they, They get to work.
Yeah, man. Colorado is a big one. And like, for people to like come out and hate on Prime, that's like, to me, is the wildest thing, because you don't get it. Like, you just don't get it. They obviously they don't have the trenches to compete with the big boys, right? Like in those elite teams. And they ran into one this weekend. But you best believe he'll have them boys ready to go in 2 years when he gets the trenches right. So all that stuff Lanning talking about, I get it, and you're gonna say that to pump your team up. But just remember, like, the bills come due. He gonna get you for that. Your time is coming, bro.
No, you're right. You're right, Sterling. I think Dan Lanning knows that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dan Lanning, someone made a great point. I think it was I was watching, shout out Marcellus Wiley show. I was watching his and he was saying Dan Lanning realized that Oregon, their stick, or whatever you want to call it, is their flair, and the fact that they got color changing cleats. Their jerseys are new every week. They get the newest Nike technology for everybody. They're literally Nike University.
Yeah.
And Deion took the flair away for that game, so he had to go in and get his players to understand we are above them. Like, they're talking like they're on the level of us, but they are not. Like, we've built this for years. They built this last year. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like one of those things where he knew as a coach, like, I can't lose this game. And on the other side, it's competition. So it's like, my last name is not Sanders. Fuck you. I got to get a dub out here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like that, like I got to get a dub. Like, I felt so bad. I was at a cheesesteak house, and I was eating the cheesesteak, and like, I saw these guys watching the game, and they were just like, damn, what's going on with Colorado? And I was one of the, like, I didn't want to be the nerd, so I didn't turn on and explain to them, but I want to explain to some guys, like, they have a quarterback whose wife is a team mom. He's fucking 23, 24 years old, and Bo Nix. They have a first-round draft pick receiver in Troy Franklin that, quite frankly, Deion's son needs at least 2 more years to probably figure out how to cover a guy like that.
Yeah.
Troy Franklin is going to be a number 1 on an NFL team in the next 1 or 2 years. I forget if he's a sophomore or junior this year. But the team is, like you said, Sterling, the offensive line, they couldn't stop. You know what I'm saying? They could barely stop Colorado State. What do you think was going to happen? So I just think it was an all-around whitewashing. I do want to give a shout-out, even though I don't like to. I got to give a shout-out to teams that are taking care of business. So Texas, you took care of business this week, taking care of Baylor. Texas looks like they are for real. They got to play Kansas next week. We do have the Heisman Bowl coming up with Shedeur Sanders versus Caleb Williams coming up next week. Michael Penix, shout-out to Michael Penix, because they put up 59 last week. He does not get enough respect. Michael Penix Jr., the quarterback for Washington, for what he's doing right now. Pac-12 don't get enough respect for having 4 guys in the Heisman race right now. Even though I don't really care for Bo Nix, but you know what I'm saying? He's up there. And Michigan, hey, Sterling, shout out to you. Y'all doing y'all thing. I did like the way Oklahoma's defense looked like some ferocious, like, killers last week, and I'll take that against Cincinnati.
Yeah, we got to give Ohio State some flowers. They did win the game, but that's all.
I was gonna let you go in. I was gonna let you the Big Ten. I mean,
Listen, man. Like, how, if you're Notre Dame, how do you lose that game? Like, that's ridiculous. They had it in the bag. They had it.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Sterling. Can I ask you one thing?
Yeah.
Because you are the football guy. Both of y'all are football guys. And I said, this is the first thing I told my homeboy. I said, if I'm Freeman, I'm looking at my DB coach, and I'm like, you're fired too, because pass interference is not a spot foul in college. When Fleming broke open on that 4th down, why the fuck you ain't tackle him, son? Grab him, throw him to the ground. In college, they would have got 15 yards, but they still wouldn't have been on the goal line. Right. But they would have only got 50. They still had 4 plays either way. So that's the only thing that really stands out that I wanted to say, that made me say, Notre Dame, DBs, it is not a spot foul in the NCAA. If you get beat in that situation, any situation, tackle him. 15 yards is better than 20, 30, 40. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It's just Notre Dame, they gonna Notre Dame, bro. That's the easiest way to put it. Ohio State, them niggas trash. Like, for real. Them niggas garbage, dog. I don't give a fuck. Man,
but you know they're shaky.
Hey, they are though, for real. Like, first of all, how do you not score 3 touchdowns on Marvin Harrison Jr. on a weekly basis? Like, that's how good he is, man. You got 3-4 receivers that are first round wide receivers when they leave Ohio State. I just don't understand like why they're so mid offensively. Like you got to do better. You got to do better. And they all puffing their chest out like they just beat somebody. Like Notre Dame, bro, you lost. You beat yourself because you're being an idiot.
So
why
bad.
is your personnel? Why are you changing personnel in that situation? You should have your guys on the field. Like that like why are y'all making these subs, man? I don't get it. I just don't get it, man. It's like you wanted to lose that game. You wanted to lose that game. And then they got conservative in the second half. So I don't know, man. Penn State. Who beat? Who Penn State beat this week?
Penn State got Iowa's ass. It was 31-0.
Hey, so y'all know about Shane McNamara, right? Or not Shane, but whatever his name is. He used to play at Michigan. Okay, him and Eric All was at Michigan. Okay, they went to Iowa and started talking shit. All right, these niggas can't score points. They trash. Iowa's offense is garbage. The garbage.
Oh, yeah. Dog, Iowa. I was just talking about this with some guys in another chat like a couple days.
Cade McNamara. Cade is his name.
Talking about how Iowa puts in the league, and 31-0 doesn't say this right now, but Iowa puts in decent players in the NFL. If you go look at the NFL, there's a whole bunch of decent
for sure
Iowa players. But like as a squad and unit, man, y'all niggas doing them kids a disservice. Y'all waving at them kids over there, giving them 31. Well, them kids are sick. They need some football. They need some wins, Iowa.
Man. Dog, yeah.
Little kids making a wish. I wish Iowa would win. That's not gonna happen to me. We need something else. Give me titties. I don't know if y'all watch Ace Vaughn. Okay,
yeah,
y'all know me on your deathbed, your last wish. Yeah, anyways.
Yeah. Don't wish for Iowa to win. Not like that.
All right.
Oh, Mel Tucker. Tucker.
Yeah.
Oh man. Listen,
I've been on his ass.
I don't blame him.
I mean, look.
Have you seen her?
What?
Have you seen her?
Look. I'm gonna say this. I'm going to say this.
He took it for the team.
No matter what you look like, no matter how bad someone is, and you can say I'm a bad. I don't give a fuck if I say, "Yo, man, tell me about your life." Well, I got raped once. Hey, it was nice meeting you. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you're a nice person. But this relationship can no longer continue.
Yeah, how do you get caught up like that, bro? Like
jacking off on the phone.
You cannot do it. Like what? Like okay, Mel Tucker. Like you're a millionaire. You are a multi-millionaire. You mean to tell me you couldn't go find a better looking chick than that? If you're really like trying to get one off.
Me and Russ, we had this conversation. I said, look, I worked in the strip clubs for many, many years. Okay. You can certainly get facilitated,
bro,
in that setting.
Get action, dog.
Bro, and it only cost you about $30-something. But that was the prices, back in the day.
Mel Tucker, Mel Tucker, you're lazy. You're lazy.
Yeah, bro.
You're lazy.
Yeah.
Because instead of getting your ass up and going to find some poon, you chose to go snooping around in your own backyard. And guess what you found? Some shit. Dirty ass dog.
Mel Tucker. What do you say? What?
Bro, that's gotta be. That's the worst. That's the worst motherfucking way to lose $90 million ever in the history of ever of all times. Like there's no other way. There's no other way. You ain't even get no dog. You ain't get your dog. You get no dog. Won't get your dick wet. You just
Russ. Tell me them white folks didn't say psych.
Actually, Russ, I'm gonna be real with you. There is a better way that you can.
Gotcha, bitch. Give me all that back.
I can tell you, it is a better way you can lose $9 million, and that's why betting. All right, so we're going to
nice segue. Nice segue.
Bet stab segment. Chris, go ahead and bring up that beautiful footage there. I already know I got to
roll that beautiful betting footage. Hey, y'all, there go Chris, our local betting degenerate. He'll tell you how to keep your money while wasting your money.
You caught me off guard on this one, big time. I thought you were going to the week 5 predictions.
Oh, well, fuck
we
it.
Can do that.
We could do that at the same time.
I mean, we can do whatever. The show is fluid.
Yeah.
All right. So
we can do the week 5 predictions.
Yeah, I did it.
Not a great week for the sushi bets segment. 1-3. The only person that won, I believe, is Sterling this week.
Yeah,
Yeah, he got Miami.
Know what to do.
So
Boogie points.
Boogie still has a goose egg on the board.
And this is how I'm gonna do it.
Last week.
And this is how I'm gonna do it. All right, go to the NFL.
Why are you putting that bitch up on the screen? Boogie
I lost with Ole Miss. See, you got to get the right whatchamacallit. I am 0-2-1. All right, I want that tie up there because that's bullshit. All right, go to NFL. This is what I'm doing. Okay. As the bottom guy without a win.
You don't get the tie on the record. It's just freaking wiped off the board.
I want it there. All right. I wear it like a badge of honor because that was bullshit.
Maybe give multiple.
Give me, okay, and see, this is what I'm going to do, okay? I'm betting on, since I'm winless, I'm betting on the winless matchup, okay? I'm going with the Chicago Bears versus the Broncos and put the money on the Broncos because you wonder why somebody's gotta go, and I don't expect Sean Payton to take this shit line down after he getting his ass ran for a 50-piece. I don't expect him to come out and shut the fuck up.
Hey, let's ride. Let's go.
I'm riding with Broncos country pause.
Mel Tucker.
You're taking a winless favorite.
You fucking right, I am.
Oh, shit. Yo, hey, man, look. Hey, you know what? But, hey, you can't say the man ain't got balls. It takes gumption to pick a shitty team like that.
So I don't know what I was thinking. I thought there was something to this Jets team. I bought into the fucking stupid HBO Hard Knocks hype, and these guys are fucking scumbag. It's going to be an entire...
I can't wait to the bottom 5. Yes.
It's just one of those things, that it's just going to keep getting worse and worse, and it's ultimately going to take everybody down with them. There's no way Aaron Rodgers ever plays for this team again.
Hey, Chris, you know what I appreciate about you? Because when you're irritated, you be saying some shit, dog.
You do,
right?
Don't he?
I tell him every week, like,
nimble rod.
He be like, y'all want me to say some shit? I be like, yeah, please do, because the shit you say is fucking hilarious. It's also based in truth because the Jets are like trying to put a fucking Band-Aid on like a fucking super stab cut for the sword. Like, oh man, my fucking arm is off. Oh, here's a fucking Band-Aid and some Neosporin.
With that being said, there's two things you don't do in sports betting. You don't bet with your heart, and you don't bet out of vengeance and spite. I'm going with the latter this week, and I'm taking the Chiefs over the Jets.
Shout out Dan.
Fuck these guys.
Dan says,
"What's up, Dan the man?"
Shout out our guy.
Dan, what's up?
All right,
GML guy.
Next up, we're looking for sports plug. Russ, you lost with Colorado last week.
Yeah, man, I rode the train. I do want to let y'all know in my actual bets in the parlay, I did actually choose Oregon. Fuck, I should do that on the show. I just wanted to ride with Deion because I'm black. I can't lie to you. But they let me down, so they finally hey, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I like Deion just like the next guy of color. And so I was willing to ride, but my bets are more important because they're my bets. They're more important than you, Deion. So Dan, yes, the Jets they're dead. So this week I'm gonna stay in college because college is what I do. Maybe next week y'all let me give multiple bets because you know what I'm saying, I'm on my shit. Again, Deion, you're not my guy. Let me get to Saturday. I finally got it linked up, Chris, where I can look at these. So actually, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go. Ooh, that's a good one. All right, I know Chris hates it when I do this, but
window shopping.
Let me just. Well, yeah, no, there's one. You always tell me to
knowing what you're going to purchase.
You always tell me to have it, and then when I say like I got it, I go look and I'm like I don't want to be wrong. But no, I do want to get some action. Let me get the Clemson versus the Syracuse Orange. -6, I believe, is the number.
-4.5 for Clemson or +6.5 for Syracuse. Those are the best numbers.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking the -4.5 for Clemson. They're back on the right track. I'm gonna win y'all some money. Since they won't let me give y'all 2, then we'll just, you know what I'm saying, leave it at that. But yeah, give me that one for Clemson.
Nice.
Hey, Russ,
I have some more. I have some more bets on the Sushi shorts. Coming up.
I found out this week I'm going to the Colorado UCLA game.
Nice.
Oh, nice. That's gonna be a good one.
I got an in at UCLA. It turns out.
Chris, I know I'm not allowed to
what's her name? What's her name, Chris?
Barb, one of her neighbor's wives.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay, Chris.
Slightly out of my age bracket, but a very nice woman.
Oh,
an excellent pinochle player.
It sounds like a cuckold situation.
And you see how?
Oh my God! All right, so that is a totally different podcast.
The caboose here with a 2-1 record. Picked the only winner last week. Miami just barely covered the spread, so way to eat that one out.
Yeah, that was a nail biter for sure. Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna stick with the NFL here. Let's go. Yeah, let's go to NFL. Since it's October 1 on that day, go find me the Chiefs.
You gonna piggyback off my bet?
Did you pick the Chiefs?
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm spiked
okay. No, I could do something different now.
It's gonna be a Monday night humiliation. We're all gonna get to watch.
Let me see. Dang,
Sunday night.
This one's tough.
I got an upset special.
How bad does the NFL want to flex out KC Jets for Miami Buffalo?
I know, right? Give me Houston.
Houston versus
Pittsburgh.
2.5.
Steelers.
Give me them Texans. Now this is a risky one, but I believe in CJ Stroud and Tank Dell, man, and DeMeco Ryans as on the defensive side. I think it's one of those games where Pittsburgh, like, their defense is good, but you ain't got nothing offensively that you're gonna scare anybody with. And I feel like it's gonna be one of those like 20-16 kind of games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Houston will get them. Houston has more weapons, right? They're gonna pound the rock with Dameon Pierce, right? So I like that. I'll go Houston on that.
Chris,
Bino backs up the Houston pick with a bit of fool's gold betting on Baltimore.
Bro, so I had a $25 parlay. No. Scratch that. I had a $100 16 parlay. And Baltimore was my last leg, and I had to cash out before they lost.
Smart man. Don't let all your chips ride on Lamar.
Yeah.
Hey, let's save that for the segment that we got coming up. The Lamar.
Chris, hold up. Chris, I'm sorry. I gave my pick, but like, damn it, I know I said stuff about letting nuts hang, but I got an upset special just for the people, just to let them, just to throw out there. South Carolina versus the Tennessee Volunteers. They got South Carolina plus 12. They may lose, but it will not be by 12. In my opinion.
Yeah, because Milton's garbage.
Yes, but I don't want to do an outright win because I think that Spencer Rattler is equally poop. But he's better poop. So like, Milton is like watery poop, and like Spencer Rattler is like the poop that all goes out in one. So like he's better poop. He's better poop. So like okay. I'm not gonna go outright, but take the numbers. I don't think they'd lose by 12, but they may win.
All right.
Because Tennessee showed me that they do not have shit in their soul against Florida.
They soulless.
That is true. All right, Rush, you want to give the spiel before we get out of this segment here?
You already know what it is. Hey, man, if you have a problem or you suspect a friend has a problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. Get them to call 1-800-GAMBLER or secretly tell them to come over. Call 1-800-GAMBLER and put them on a speakerphone and just start talking about gambling and see if you can get them some help. Don't bet your last dollar. Don't get in trouble with gambling. And above all else, gambling is fun, man. So if you stop having fun, stop gambling.
Yeah. And most importantly, don't borrow money from Uncle Sal and get your leg.
Don't. You know what? Exactly. Don't borrow money. Period. But don't borrow money from Uncle Sal, because hey, when it comes to gambling, they will come find you and they will break your legs or shoot you in the lower half of your body because it's not attempted murder.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to my favorite segment. In your favorite segment, it is the either
or. Hey, I don't know if y'all see the graphic, but this was for my college football fans out there. This is gonna be an either or college football only edition. They're college football careers only. Which one would you rather have? Johnny Manziel, Johnny Football, or the Magic Man, Pat White, the man that put West Virginia on the map?
Oh, all right. I mean, this is the no-brainer for me.
I mean, I like Pat White, man, but hold on.
Boogie. Right. Remember the rules. You only have the player and what they did. You do not have the other players on the team. It is basically, do you want college Johnny Manziel blank roster, or do you want Pat White blank roster? Because there's a guy named Mike Evans that I want to make sure people remember.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
They had Pat White had what's that running back he had?
Slayton.
Steve Slayton.
Darius Slayton.
Man, look. I gotta go with Johnny Football, bro. I gotta go with Johnny Football. I want to say Pat White, but fuck it, Johnny Football. That's it.
Okay. So
what you got?
Okay, first of all,
what you got, Sterling?
I'm going Pat White. They had Noel Devine, Steve Slayton. But Pat White, do you know this dude had like 6,000 yards passing, 56 touchdowns in his career. That's just passing the ball. And then he had almost 4,500 yards rushing and another 47 touchdowns, bro. Like Pat White was doing it in a black dude in West Virginia, first of all. That and playing ball like that's crazy to me.
That's an accomplishment within itself.
That's a crazy seriously, like them some honky tonk boys, like them some like you want that
what
biscuit?
You doing around here, boy?
What you doing around here, boy? Yeah, like so.
You're now canceled.
How am I canceled, bruh? Steve Slayton. I fixed it. But anyway, Pat White, man. Pat White was the dog, man.
I can't change my answer.
You let privilege Manziel.
Johnny. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just saying. No, I ain't got nothing to say on that, man. Pat White was a dog. How many years did Johnny Manziel do it?
They both played, I think, the same amount, 3 years. Maybe Pat White did 4. Let me see.
But I feel like Johnny Manziel had
06 to 07.
1 year of production.
Who, Manziel?
Yeah, am I wrong on that?
Y'all know I can break it. But okay, so before I break down the stats, this one was hard for me. So Sean out there said that this one was easy one this week. Nah, bro. I don't think it was an easy one this week because Johnny Manziel was amazing and took college football by storm. He brought Texas A&M back from the depths of which we have never seen them. Then we have Pat White. Pat White took West Virginia to the fucking Sugar Bowl against Georgia.
Yeah.
I have to go Pat White, man. Even though Johnny Football was amazing, and I think Johnny Football won the Heisman as well. Pat White was probably like the breath of fresh air that college football needed that they didn't even know they needed. He was the spearhead of this West Virginia team that just took college football by storm. We all love watching West Virginia.
Yeah.
Like
shout out to Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee too was the kicker on that team. Shout out to Pat McAfee. He was the kicker on that team. And shout out for Pat McAfee giving everybody a space to do sports the way they want to do it and not be buttoned up. Love you for that shit, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go Pat White. Yeah, I have to go Pat White. And there's a rumor around town that back in the day, if you draft Pat White on Madden back in the day, that he becomes the best quarterback of all time. That's what I hear. That's what I hear in the streets.
The streets talking.
Had to throw some games. There's a couple guys in the chat that are gonna be like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. One in particular. Don't do fake field goals against your best friends because they will want to fight you.
Oh yeah. Sound disrespectful.
Let me see. But so we're looking at Pat White from 05 to 08. Career passing percentage of 64%. 6,000 yards, 7 yards per attempt. We got 56 TDs and 23 interceptions and a passer rating of 147. Johnny Manziel played for 2 years at Texas A&M. Shame. So Pat White did it longer, just to correct one of our guys in the audience. Gotcha. He actually had a 68.9 pass percentage rating. That helps when you have Mike Evans as your receiver. He also had 7,000 yards. I'll get to that in a second while I keep bringing up Mike Evans. He also had 7,000, close to 8,000 yards passing, which is amazing. 9 per attempt, 164 passer rating, 63 TDs, 22 interceptions. He beat Bama and he won the Heisman. So there's no disrespect for Johnny Football over this way. I just think that I would have Pat White on my team. And the reason why I'll go ahead and say this, because, I mean, people are going to call me disrespectful anyways. I believe the major contribution to Johnny Manziel's success is the fact that when he was throwing it up to a Hall of Fame NFL wide receiver, Mike Evans, who is showing us to this day why he is that dude. And if you go back and watch a lot of those Johnny Manziel highlights, he's literally just throwing the ball up into the abyss. And this guy, number 13, is coming out of nowhere. I think he wore 13 in college too. He's coming out of nowhere and catching it.
Wasn't Noel Devine the guy that Deion Sanders took in?
Yes.
Okay.
But he was slightly after Pat White and them. He was a little bit after them. Noel Devine, I believe, was a little bit after them. Now Stedman Bailey was that dude. He was. But that whole offense was structured with all those weapons. And you're right. What I'm getting at is the fact that if you go watch Texas A&M film and Johnny Manziel, he is throwing blind passes into the air to a guy that is just mossing people and taking it to the end zone. But I respect it, Shane. Mike Evans is shit though. If basically what I'm saying, yes, thank you. White, he was after White. That's what I was just saying. Noel Devine was after White, and yes, if Johnny Manziel did not have Mike Evans, we would not know who the fuck he was.
Facts.
All right. Well, Russ, you want to go ahead and give the spiel before we go ahead and go to the comment section? Goddamn it, blank. Tell them drop the comment in the section how they feel.
Yeah, I was just gonna take over now. Hey, just hand it off, but get the option play. Pitch it. I got it. Hey, you know, it's loved ones, everybody, put your comments in the comment section. Let us know, who do you think is the either or champ? Do you want Johnny Manziel? Do you want Pat White? All comments and opinions are welcome. Put them in the chat. Send them to us directly, however you want to. Get up in this motherfucker and subscribe, like, do that.
All right. Now I gotta say something before we go to the NFL and kick off our segment for the night. Carter 2 was a better album than Carter 1. All right, had to say it. Had to go ahead and put that out there. Had to say that. And hey, look, I'm a DJ, man. I like my opinion a little bit more. All right, so if you've been tuned into our show here, you know that some of our biggest arguments have came on a couple of subjects. All right, and Lamar Jackson is one of them. Now, it's not exactly is a divide on here. It's kind of like a third or 25% of our show feels that he's not that good. And right on cue, he pops in.
I mean, I got to represent the 25%, I guess.
Yeah.
No.
Chris is representing all of white America.
And for the record,
like that.
Usually when 75% of the people are against me is when I know I'm right.
I'm not saying I'm against you, bro. I'm kind of just listening.
You're saying you're wrong.
And if we're talking about white guys, should we talk about Gardner Minshew? Because can't even beat Gardner Minshew now with a bum roster.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
hey, look, you know what? I'm just going to sit this one out, and I'm going to let y'all.
I don't have to say anything because Lamar keeps doing all the talking for me. What more excuses does this man need from you guys?
You wait, so he sucks now because his team lost to a bad team?
Lost to the Colts and Gardner Minshew.
I like Gardner.
I mean, that makes him sorry.
Well, I know where you're going with this, and that's ironic because you think you're setting me up, but I'm actually setting you up for it. Because guess who got shit all week long when they lost to a sorry-ass team with a backup quarterback? Josh Allen got shit all week long. That's who got shit all week long. We can't give Lamar shit. Why can't we give Lamar shit?
Who said we couldn't?
Why can't we give Lamar shit? I don't know, because then we're racist.
But
we're all the white guys against Lamar. What would the narrative be around Lamar if he was a white quarterback?
When did anybody ever say that Josh Allen wasn't good?
He took a ton of heat and shit for his style of play and rightfully so after the Monday night loss with the 4 turnovers and all of that stuff. But like, there's this never-ending excuse train for Lamar, and the results just don't match up with the hype train. No playoff wins, can't consistently turn in.
He's got playoff wins.
12-win season, and he's got one.
He's got playoff wins. He's got one MVP too.
1 in the 4 in the playoffs.
He's also got an MVP.
MVPs don't mean shit, especially 5 years later.
Well, I mean, when you're trying to make your argument that the guy sucks, and then the MVP is get him into the best player in the league, most valuable,
end results
he has one. It kind of
hold on, Russ. Let him get it. Let him get it out.
If my version of suck is you don't have any chance of winning a Super Bowl during the duration of your career, then yeah, he sucks.
Who's determining whether you have a chance or not? That's just you.
No, it's not. It's any fair market assessment of what he's done versus what he's going to do versus the competition in the conference can come to the conclusion it's going to have to take a strike of lightning for Lamar to get through the AFC and be even in the Super Bowl, let alone win a Super Bowl.
That's completely false. That's like if you were to say unbiased, like healthy Lamar Jackson, healthy Baltimore Ravens, like that's just you just don't like the quarterback.
I don't like if you were to say
Russell, y'all know teams I don't like. So just pick a team and tell me, Russell, if they're healthy, do they have a shot? Like that's what I'm getting at. Like take the fandom away from.
He does not have a shot.
How can you say that he does not have a shot?
History?
He lost. His record is okay. So let's go back to history. So history goes back. So the game before that, he beat the Bengals 27-24, which is a division game, which is more important. The game before that, they demolished the Texans 25-9, taking care of business. The Cowboys lost. No.
A hobbling.
Y'all, okay. So you're telling me that just because people gave the Bills shit for a week, no one ever said Josh Allen was poo cheese. We said that he throws too many interceptions, but that was also followed by he's a top 5 fucking talent in the league. And the reason why he throws so many interceptions is because he can do shit that nobody else can do.
All right, so Chris Rod said, can we hear Chris's reason? He not really saying nothing. Why do you think he can't win a chip?
Well, let me touch on Shane Miller's first because it came in. I mean, that's not on Lamar that the best teams are in the AFC. It's not on Lamar. I mean, is it on Josh Allen that he's got to go through Mahomes and Burrow? That's the lay of the land. That's what everybody has to deal with when they come into a career in a situation. If you're not good enough to beat the guys in your own conference, then I'm sorry, you're not getting in the discussion of top quarterbacks in the league if I have to make exceptions because there's better teams than you all over the place. He got all of his weapons. He got all of his receivers. What's the excuse? What is the excuse now?
No one's ever made excuses for Lamar. No one's ever made excuses for Lamar. Like he's only had
excuses for Lamar. And why do I think he can't win a chip? I mean, I feel like I explained this, but I'll elaborate on it further. Because toe to toe, he's not surpassing any of those quarterbacks that he's going to be up against for the next 10 years. Josh Allen versus. Let's just do either ors here.
But hold on, this can't be about Josh Allen. This is more about Lamar Jackson.
Like I said,
this is about Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
Josh Allen versus Lamar Jackson. Josh Allen.
It's not even
Burrow
close.
versus Lamar Jackson. Burrow. Mahomes versus Lamar Jackson. Mahomes. Trevor Lawrence. It's gonna start creeping up here. Apparently, Gardner Minshew starting to creep up here into the conversation. Deshaun Watson might be in the conversation. CJ Stroud could possibly now be in the conversation in the next year or two. His window was that MVP season. maybe the year after, maybe the year before, but their window is already closed. And that's the problem, is no matter how strong of a roster you build, you still have the inferior quarterback against equally strong rosters.
All right. So Sean Sherrod says, right, you're not answering the question. Do you think that he can't stay healthy? Do you think he can't throw?
It doesn't matter. Let's say he never misses a game for the rest of his career. I stand by everything I'm saying on Lamar. I don't care about the injury proneness. It could just as likely be Allen that gets hurt tomorrow with the same style of play. The injury risk has nothing to do with the fact that I don't think he is a playoff caliber winning quarterback any more than I think freaking McDermott is a playoff winning coach.
Okay,
you can go 13-3, 13-4 every fucking season if you want.
Okay, so let me ask you a question, Chris. Okay, so if you take Lamar and you put him in a different situation, let's just say, for the sake of the argument, we put him in the NFC and we put him on the Saints with their offensive weapons around him. You don't think that he can actually succeed in that setting?
I think his ceiling for team success is higher than it would be in the NFC for the previously stated reasons. So I think he could possibly represent his team in a few NFC championships, maybe slip into a Super Bowl here or there. But I still think you're going to run into Eagles, Niners, and potentially the Cowboys that are all arguably superior teams with equal or better quarterbacks.
Okay.
Sterling.
So here's what I think. I'll agree with you on some of this. I don't think Lamar will ever win a championship. I just think when it comes to outdueling some of the NFL's best quarterbacks in the AFC, I just don't think, given what he has at his disposal and how he plays the game. Now, I'm not talking about his running ability, but I'd still have questions about Lamar Jackson's ability to process at times and the X factor ability. Like when the chips are down, like I need that clutch ability. He's got to have that. But I still think he's a really good quarterback. I still think he's a top 10 quarterback in the league. I just have questions, small things that he can fix these things. It's just got to get the killer instinct, and you got to have better decision making. Like I can point to this past week where it was a second down. Okay, this is toward the end of the game. He took a major sack. Man, it killed the drive. Now you had a guy drop a pass that didn't help. But like just the same thing we talk about with Josh Allen. You got to make better decisions. And Lamar didn't make really good decisions this past week in terms of, like, for instance, he was staring down receivers, not taking the check down when he needed to, and unsure whether or not he should scramble or not. So it's a new offense for him. So I got to give him some grace, cut him some slack. That's one thing that people aren't talking about. It's a new offense. So he's got to get comfortable in that. So until I see him get comfortable in that, I really can't come to a conclusion just yet. He didn't play well last week. Every quarterback we know, Mahomes really didn't do shit for the first 2 weeks. He had a great game last week. Burrow still hasn't done shit, right? So I need to see how he bounces back this week is what I want to see. But I agree, Chris, like Lamar leaves a lot to be desired. He leaves some shit left on the bone. But I could say the same thing about Josh Allen. I could say the same thing about Patrick Mahomes. I could say the same thing about Justin Herbert. I think sometimes when we look at these elite quarterbacks, we all want these mega out of the world, these crazy, like cyborg kind of games. And sometimes that's just not reality.
I think that you guys are getting really, really, really wrapped up in, like, I don't know, like just the side quarterback stats. I don't know what you want to call him. The dude's a winner. You know what I'm saying? He's passing 73% of his passes. He's in a new offense. He doesn't throw a lot of interceptions. Now you want to take one game out of this season and take that and say, I don't think he can win. When the only time we have seen, when the only time, well, you know what I'm saying? When the only time, Josh Allen can't win. Ain't nobody won till they won, Chris. Josh Allen can't win. Jalen Hurts can't win. Kyler Murray can't win.
Give me a performance like Josh Allen put up.
No. Let me show you something. No.
Give me one performance like that from Lamar. One performance.
One performance like what?
Like Allen put up on the road in the playoffs against Mahomes. Give me one performance like that. I don't care if you win or lose. Show me it's in you.
You can't just pick the good, bro. He also lost the home playoff game against the Bengals last year.
It's in there.
No. You don't get to go like this when someone says no. You can't just cherry pick the bad of one guy and then cherry pick the good of the other and say, well, this guy. Yes, you are. You completely disregarded how y'all shit the bed in the playoffs last year. And you want to blame it on Sean McDermott. Josh Allen shit the hold on, wait. Josh Allen shit the bed last year in the playoffs.
Baby mama caught him cheating.
Hold on, wait. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear that. We're talking about playoff performance. He shit the bed. He shit the bed in the playoff performance against the Bengals last year. He shit the bed to beginning the year this year. He lost to a team. Hold up, no. He lost to a fucking team that lost Aaron Rodgers in 4 plays. Stop. Every quarterback shits the bed. Dak Prescott shit the bed last week. Don't sit here and tell me I want to cherry pick off of one bad game. Last year, wait. Last year, no. Wait. Last year, no, stop. Last year, Pat Mahomes lost to the Colts. Stop. Last year, Pat Mahomes lost to the Colts, bro. To the Colts. You play. Yeah, I am saying things loud because you won't shut up and let me talk. So yes, Pat Mahomes lost the game. Here you go. Pat Mahomes lost the game to the Colts last year. Bottom feeders. They drafted Anthony Richardson. You know what they were saying last year? Hold
on. Here's
because you are picking. You are cherry picking. You are
season. How are you cherry picking? When I showed you, when I said
because the only time
in the playoffs, show me Lamar's peak performance in the playoffs. He has not shown. I don't care if he lost because of coaching.
You're cherry picking. You're cherry picking. Your dude has one peak performance in the playoffs. Your guy has one showing. Your guy has one showing. One, bro. You won. You ain't got no MVPs. You ain't got no MVPs. Your receiver don't believe you're a leader. You crumbled against the Jets in the first game of the season. You shit the bed constantly, bro. And you want to talk about this other dude like he ain't been out here balling for his team. Hold on, wait, no. Because he was the only guy. No, he ran a run-based offense for years. And people are saying you need to be able to throw. And you want to come out and throw these. He winning games, winning MVPs. Your guy ain't got one. They're forever. Deal with that.
Now it's multiple MVPs.
Like shit, deal with that.
Without that 5-year-old piece of hardware, you would have absolutely nothing.
It doesn't matter if it's 5 years. He got it. So what?
Right,
he got it, Chris. He got it. Shit, because it ain't shit because your dude ain't got one. That's why it ain't shit because your dude ain't got one.
He's got a season better than the MVP season. And
yeah.
Far better in the playoffs than Lamar has. I'll take both of those.
According to you. Okay. According to you.
So let me say this.
We watched a batter. We watched people talk about.
Hey, according to you, what is Lamar's playoff highlight? He's got 6 playoff games.
Hold on.
You can't choose.
He's got 4. He's got 4.
Listen,
he's got 4. No, he's 1-3. He's 1-3. He's 1-3, and he's got 4. So you're hold on, wait. No, because y'all let people come in here. He's got bad facts. He got bad facts. You got bad facts. You talking about 1-6? He's 1-3. He's not 1-4. He's got the win against Tennessee. Does he need to do more? Yes, but has he been hurt? Yes. Like the viewer said, give us a reason other than injury that he can't win. We ain't been able to see it.
Using it as an excuse.
All right, look.
It's not an excuse.
All right, Sterling.
It's not an excuse. It just is what it is.
What do you got?
It is what it is. Tell your quarterback to win some playoff games away from home.
Oh, okay. That one's the okay. Russ,
what's he got? 3, 4, 5 playoff?
Is it not the truth, though? Is it not the truth?
Now, do you want me to? Chris, hold on. Do I need to defend Josh Allen's playoff, like in the playoffs? Because if we're comparing Lamar Jackson to Josh Allen in the playoffs, they don't compare. It does not compare. Now, I will say this. I would say I'm not going to say I like Lamar's not a good quarterback, but just as we're critical with these quarterbacks talking about being elite, they deserve to be criticized. Lamar has some flaws, just like Josh Allen, just like
throwing interceptions is a flaw.
Huh? The most dangerous kind of
throwing interceptions is a flaw.
Lamar's the most dangerous.
Are we talking about Josh Allen turnover ability?
No, I'm saying, everybody does something. And Josh Allen turns the fucking ball over like
Josh Allen turns the ball over. Like Lamar
what color's
Jackson,
your jersey? Not mine. Here you go. And I like Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen is dope. But we can't sit here and shit on Lamar Jackson to bring shit on Lamar Jackson to bring Josh Allen up.
He does deserve to be criticized. So here we go. So Sean, he got a really good question. Where do y'all have Lamar ranked? I think that's important, right? I think Boogie kind of hit on this, or somebody hit on this earlier. So who would you rather have? Who would you rather have? Joe Burrow or Lamar Jackson? Like Burrow. For real. Like you're starting your franchise. Who would you rather have?
And we're talking about
I got nobody.
Like right now.
I got nobody.
Right now. I'm thinking Lamar.
Lamar.
How? Wait. Huh?
Let's say they both had the same skin color.
No, I'm talking about right now. You said we're talking about right now.
No. The reason it has nothing to do with skin color.
Like obviously Burrow's injured.
It has nothing to do with skin color. So fuck that. The reason being is because he asked us with no team involved. No, let me educate Chris. He asked us with no team involved. Lamar went out there and run that basic ass run-ass offense, and then Joe Burrow got to pick his favorite fucking receiver. Stop, T. Higgins. Stop, Joe Mixon. Stop. Bro, for sure, it's not about being black. The Bengals have a better fucking roster. Stop that. Use facts, research, learn something. Because you out here spitting that bullshit like it because he's the same, color. Has nothing to do with the same color. It's not cap, bro. Like Burrow, it's not at all.
Burrow or Jackson? Panel?
Give me Jackson, bro. You said your rules are no roster, right? Blank roster. I just have to pick a quarterback. So you believe? Give me Lamar Jackson.
Okay. So you believe Lamar is better than Burrow?
Yes.
Okay. What about Jalen Hurts?
Ooh. Right now, Jalen.
Because you would take Jalen Hurts over Lamar Jackson. See, I would rather have Lamar Jackson over Jalen Hurts. I would rather have Joe Burrow over Lamar Jackson.
Here's the reason being. The reason why I would take Jalen Hurts is because out of all these quarterbacks that we're going to name, he's probably going to be the lowest interception, lowest mistake prone. If anything goes wrong, he's going to tuck it and run. He's not going to sit there and make mistakes. And that's what I like about Jalen Hurts.
Okay,
so
that's fair.
Y'all can disagree with me, but I don't want I'd rather my quarterback throw that bitch in the dirt than throw a turnover or try something he can't do. So that's Lamar Jackson, while I love Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts to me, besides your Patrick Mahomes, he's the safest with the football, and I can count on him not to fuck a situation.
Okay, so let me ask you this question:
Jalen Hurts.
If I were to put
Tyrod Taylor,
hold on, if I were to put Jalen Hurts in Baltimore, I don't think Jalen Hurts will perform.
I think you're right. But I do think that if you put Lamar Jackson with the Eagles, he would make mistakes because he'd be trying to make plays. It'd be amazing.
I like Lamar Jackson better with the Eagles.
It'd be amazing. It'd be like, how can I say this without saying, like, I'm not saying that like Jalen Hurts is just overall better. You're asking me who I'd rather have. And like at this stage in the NFL, like you want to, with guys throwing the ball 40, 50 times a game, you want a guy that's not going to make mistakes. And Jalen Hurts just protects the football. He protects the football better than most any quarterback in the league. And so
let me challenge you on this one, Russ. He doesn't give you the high ceiling variance of throws. And that's where, like in the playoffs, I think that kind of stuff. Now he played his ass off in the Super Bowl. But again, we talked about this and we all agreed. Like he has everything that a quarterback would ever need. I feel like Lamar Jackson, I think they need to do a better job. Just like we could talk about Josh Allen, just like Patrick Mahomes, he had Kelsey and Hill, right? It's okay to say Lamar Jackson, he needs a little bit more help from skill position wise. Like you got guys in the offensive line that can't stay healthy. You got J.K. Dobbins who can't stay healthy. You went out and got a tired ass Odell Beckham Jr. Who the fuck knows what he's not
going to stay healthy.
You got a promising rookie in Zay Jones, but for some reason, the connection between Zay Flowers and Lamar Jackson ain't there yet. And then what's going on with Mark Andrews this year? So I have to look at it like this. I feel like I know what Lamar Jackson is from watching film. He's really good. I wouldn't say he's top 5 though. And that was Sean's question. I wouldn't say he's top 5.
He's not even top 8 in the AFC.
I don't know about that.
I'm gonna disregard that bullshit.
I got the list right here.
Who's y'all's top 5 quarterbacks?
I'll run down the 8 better quarterbacks than him in the AFC. Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Deshaun Watson, C.J. Stroud, Trevor Lawrence, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, and Tua Tagovailoa.
You could take Deshaun Watson ass out of there. Lamar Jackson's better than Deshaun Watson.
I think Deshaun Watson's a better passer.
How? What data backs that up?
Over the course of
he's
his
broken.
career.
He's broken.
Because I don't like Lamar Jackson. That's why I don't like Lamar Jackson. That's why.
Listen, I don't like Deshaun Watson either.
I mean, we're going to have to go to the next segment, so we're going to have to wrap.
Do we though? Because this is interesting.
Chris seems to hate all the black quarterbacks. That's what it look like. Hey, shit, hey, you know, hey.
Would it be different if I hated all the white quarterbacks?
I don't hate all the white quarterbacks.
It would be hilarious. It'd be hilarious,
but I don't. I've sat here and gave props to all the white quarterbacks. I love Josh Allen. I sat here and gave y'all props about Josh Allen. I love Josh Herbert. If you know me, Herbert's one of my favorite quarterbacks in the fucking league. I have never sat here and gave no bullshit about no color. I sit there and look at it as they play and who I prefer. Like, I didn't when Lamar's not top 5, I didn't say no. Huh?
Right now, Tua versus Lamar.
Right now, on today, as of right now, Tua gotta have it. He just put up 70. He's looking like the most accurate quarterback.
I take Lamar over Tua.
Perfect segue. All right.
You think Lamar would be doing anything of what Tua's doing if he was in that Dolphins offense?
You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
So let me break this down for you. First of all,
Chris, you don't watch film.
Tua. Tua's he's. Did you guys know that Tua throws to his first read 80% of the time? Oh yeah. So on this show we've talked about like scheme. We've talked about player ability. Like Lamar Jackson has more ability than Tua Tagovailoa, and it's not even close.
That's why he's so dangerous as a quarterback, because you're always going to expect a better result than what you're going to get out of him. And the next thing you know, 15 years went by. He's the most dangerous type of quarterback in the NFL.
Who are you talking about, Lamar or Tua?
Lamar. He's good enough to win you regular season games, so you always want to believe in him and always give him a chance, but he's never going to win you a Super Bowl, and by the time you figure it out, it's too late. He's going to waste 15 years of Baltimore's existence.
Can we stop with this? Can we stop with this whole, this guy is never going to win? Let me do it again. Josh Allen's never going to win a Super Bowl. Let me see.
Whoa. That's cap. That is cap.
As long as his coach is McDermott, I agree with you.
No, Sterling, peep the logic. As long as you ain't won a Super Bowl, you ain't finna win one. Jalen Hurts ain't finna win a Super Bowl.
I see what you're saying.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? That's easy to do. That's
if there was no standard.
So let's look at this. What about Justin Herbert?
I need to see big time playoff performance from you to believe you have the potential to win a Super Bowl at some point in time. I think Justin Herbert is a white Lamar Jackson. I think he's going to do the same. I think he's going to do the same thing to the Chargers that Lamar's going to do to the Ravens. Waste 15 years of their time.
I don't know about that, because like Phillip Rivers is one of the best quarterbacks of all time and never won a Super Bowl. Dan Marino is another one that didn't win a Super Bowl.
Wasted 15 years of the Chargers' time.
No,
I don't think so. Here's where I say stuff like this. So
they had a defense and an offense that was good enough to win a Super Bowl. They didn't win a Super Bowl. That comes down to coaching and quarterback.
Hold on. Let me tell you something. So I sat in a room with Louis Riddick. Okay, this is during the Scouting Academy stuff, right? And he had a conversation about how we were having a conversation about how most of the time it's the coach and GM fail the quarterback than the quarterback failing the team. And it's true. It's the coaches and GM's job to get every ounce of talent and ability and insulate that quarterback, regardless of where you drafted him, how you drafted him. Like, you have to get every ounce. That's why we don't talk about Johnny Manziel, because Johnny Manziel squandered an opportunity, right? But when you look at quarterback talent, like the real good ones, Herbert, Jackson, Allen, it's like, what are you going to – so you look at like the Kansas City Chiefs. They are the perfect story when it comes to this, because they sat Pat out for a whole year. They had Tyreek Hill and they had Travis Kelce, and they went out and they got more shit for him, right? And look at him. Now he doesn't need training wheels. Lamar hasn't had that opportunity to have the training wheels because he was in a Greg Roman style offense. And by and large, look who that offense worked for. Colin Kaepernick, right? Greg Roman was with Jim Harbaugh, like the Harbaughs for a long time. That offense is designed for running the football, smash mouth football.
It's also
Lamar Jackson,
Lamar.
he just hasn't. Look, all I'm saying is this. It's a little incomplete right now. I feel like Lamar has some things he needs to work on before I can consider him in the top 5 elite quarterbacks. I still think he's in the top 10. But they need to do a better job, and they're trying, of getting better people around them. Quarterback coach, receivers, line, all that stuff matters.
You know what that speaks to, Sterling?
What's that?
One overwhelming point about Lamar Jackson, some players have the ability to take a team that may not should make the playoffs. I don't know if I said that right. That maybe we think should not make the playoffs and make it, which will make, I call it the LeBron effect, which will make him have a lesser playoff record.
Sure.
All right. So
LeBron is able to take a band of guys to the fucking championship.
It matters.
And we know that they're not going to win.
all right, so we got Tim.
But he's so great, for sure. But he's so fucking great and so good at his job that he can will these guys that shouldn't be in the playoffs or the championship to that point. Lamar Jackson is that type of guy. We can't ask him to play lesser because his team is not as good as maybe he is. He's going to play as hard as he can, and that's going to result in your team getting beat in the playoffs later in the second and the second round and further on because your team is not good enough.
All
but
right, so
you
we're
yourself are going to play as hard as you can to get him where you can.
Got to cut it off. All right, so we're going to go ahead. In order to make do with, I'm going to go ahead. We're going to skip over the and Broncos, which probably, if you don't know, you know they got their ass 50 piece. So we're going to get straight into the Sterling Power Rankings, and then hopefully we can debut Chris's bottom basement 5, or what is the shitty 5? I forgot what
I can't wait for that.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and give us the power rankings right now.
All right, so at number 10, we got the lowly Browns in here. Look, man, we talked about Deshaun Watson. He ain't it, man. It's time to pack it in, bro. It's time to get rid of Deshaun Watson. He is garbage. At number 9, I got the Packers in here. That was an impressive win, even though, Derek Carr got hurt. Jameis Winston came in and played well, I think. But the Packers, man, like, you got to give him some credit. Like, no one thought Jordan Love could do anything, right? He's balling, so we got to give him credit. Hold
up. We're having
some technical difficulties,
visual issues here. Yeah, when we do the transition here, guys, make sure the on-screen assets are present before we roll forward. I don't know why it's not giving me. Yeah, there it is. It was hiding the freaking window behind everything.
Man, I don't know where Russ went. Russ is missing. All right.
There we go. Let
me get back in here. All right.
So we got the Browns at number 10. Okay. We got the Packers at number 9, which I just gave you reasons why they're the number 9 team on this list. At number 8, let's go with the Baltimore Ravens. Look, I'm a little disappointed in Lamar Jackson after last week's performance. Every quarterback has down games, but man, go back and look at the All-22 and you will see that Lamar had some opportunities that were left out there that if you want to be considered elite, you got to take these layups when they're there. But it's a new offense. We're going to cut them some slack. Every quarterback has a bad day. But the Ravens, great defense, but we'll see what happens. Next up, we have the Lions at number 7. The Lions continually, man, they're solid on both sides of the ball in terms of the trenches. I think that's where the game's won in the NFL. Jared Goff, as much as I make fun of him, he's all right, man. Jared Goff's an all right quarterback. It was nice to see Jahmyr Gibbs get over 80 yards rushing. That was real nice. I hope they really feature him, but they definitely need Montgomery back. They definitely need Jameson Williams back in the fold, which is coming in a few weeks. Here we go. At number 6, the Dallas Cowboys. I didn't drop them out of the top 10 if they lost to the Cardinals. But here's the thing. They won't be able to reach where they want to go if they don't fix their red zone issues. They got to get better in the red zone, man. Listen, the fact that they had no issue driving the ball down the field. I mean, this is still a high-octane offense, but you got to finish when you're inside the 20. It's imperative if you want to win games in this league. Micah Parsons probably needs to do less podcasts and more just be quiet, because you're fueling some of these trash ass teams like the Cardinals. Like these dudes are playing their asses off. That's about every game is their Super Bowl, because no one expects them to win. But up next, I got to go with the Buffalo Bills here. Here, Chris, this one's for you. Buffalo Bills here. You want to know what Sean McDermott's about? This is the game right here. We talk a lot about what does Sean McDermott bring to the table against the NFL's top offenses. Look, the Bills had 9 sacks last week. They looked great against Sam Howell. How will you look against Tua Tagovailoa in this generational style offense that Miami brings to the table? I'm going to tell you right now, I think Buffalo loses at home this week. So they at number 5. And number 4, I got the Eagles here. What does it feel like to sign this big money ass contract and you underperform as a quarterback? I think that's the question the Eagles fans are having in Philadelphia right now. Jalen Hurts has to be better, and they're playing teams, and you only play who's on your schedule, but they're playing teams that you feel like they should be blowing out, but their defense is really solid. Again, you want to talk about trench play. They have the best offensive defensive line in the league, and it's not even close. So I have the Eagles here just out of spite. But we got to see, we've been talking about this all offseason. We got to see Jalen Hurts take that next step as a passer. Next up, we have the 49ers. Brock Purdy. Listen, we got 2 guys that are non-athletic. Brock Purdy and Tua Tagovailoa, in my opinion, are playing the best quarterback in the league right now. Okay, Brock Purdy's really doing a good job. And you want to know what's crazy? It's that they play the same kind of offense. It's the same offense. It's crazy. It's a Kyle Shanahan style of offense. Mike McDaniel comes from that tree as well. But just as much as we say it's scheme, I do have to give they're point guards. They are point guard quarterbacks. So I got to give them their flowers here. 49ers at number 3. Number 2 is the Kansas City Chiefs. They've been dethroned. And I dethroned them because you're going to see the ramifications of having Taylor Swift at all your games. I expect to see Travis Kelce's numbers just drop slightly, expeditiously, if in the words of T.I. Look, they're really good, but I still feel like they don't have the receivers to go toe-to-toe with a team like that I'm going to mention next. My number 1 team in the league, I hated doing this with a passion. I hate doing this. I hate their fucking logo. I hate their colors. I hate Ace Ventura this week. Ace Ventura is my dog, but I got to put the Dolphins here, and I'm going to tell you why. Listen, this offense that they have is generational. This is not normal. This is not a normal offense. When you have a guy like Tua, okay, doing no look, passes, right? Shovel passes to guys that are just wide the fuck open. I don't know what happened in Denver this past week, but anytime you drop a 70 burger, like for instance, in our Madden GML league, nobody has hit 70 points in this season, and that's on Madden. So these dudes are putting up just crazy, ridiculous like numbers right now. And offensively, Tua has not been sacked. Okay. Tua's time to throw is 2.2 seconds. It's one of the quickest triggers in the league. Like, so, I told you guys a stat earlier in the week or this show where Tua is looking at he is throwing to his number 1 target 80% of the time. That's staggering. Okay. So they have the best point differential in the league. They got the best offense. Their defense is doing just enough. They don't really have to do anything because they're blowing teams out and making teams one-dimensional. Right now, the Dolphins are the best team in the league, and I don't think it's particularly close.
All right. That was the Sterling's power rankings here.
I was going to say, Sterling, real quick, because you said it twice tonight, I think the reason why Tua has 80% of his throws is going to the first read is because his first read is Tyreek Hill, and that motherfucker gets open. Hit him, Chris, with that.
All right. Top assholes of the week. It's a fitting name. All right, Chris.
All right, gentlemen.
Take us home, Chris.
I've got an honorable mention here with the Washington Commanders. Ron Rivera, this fucking asshole. 37-0, under a minute to play. This fucking guy's taking timeouts and kicking the freaking we didn't get shut out field goal. Sean McDermott had to freaking be sitting over there with a little gleam in his eye, tipping his hat. That's my fucking mentor. These guys. Fucking number 4, Lamar Jackson, Lackluster Lamar. That's his new nickname. It's super easy to keep telling me what he's going to do fucking tomorrow. All I know is what he did yesterday. What he did yesterday is shit the bed again, lost to Gardner Minshew. You don't get fucking flowers in the top 5 of anything except biggest assholes when you lose to Gardner Minshew. Cowboys. The Cowboys. Fucking A. It's Mike McCarthy. What did you expect? A clown show in the fucking red zone. Did you see any Aaron Rodgers games? Did you understand why Aaron Rodgers didn't like Mike McCarthy? This is who he fucking is. So enjoy it. Enjoy it, folks. You got Mike McCarthy as your coach. That's what the fucking red zone looks like. And fucking another asshole. Fucking Travis Kelce. This guy. Jessica Simpson on steroids. Bring it in. Can we either or next week? Which is more annoying? The fucking peak heyday of the Patriots or these goddamn Chiefs? These guys between fucking Brittany, the fucking stepbrother or shitty brother from hell, fucking Kelce, and now we're going to fit fucking
Taylor Swift
into the freaking clown show. Good times. Number 1 asshole of the week, though, goes to Josh McDaniel and the fucking Raiders. Why is this guy a head coach? We're down 8 and we're kicking field goals? Like, he couldn't even cheat right. He had the greatest cheater of all time teach him how to cheat, and he gets caught in year 1 cheating. But no, he just goes right back to the hoodie, and everybody forgets. Oh, surely it'll be different this time. If he couldn't cheat right, and he couldn't win when he was cheating, what's he going to do when he's not cheating? Shit the bed and kick field goals. Good for all of them. Now we got a bonus. We got a bonus asshole this week because this is the predictive asshole of the week. You know who that is? Oh, there he is. There he is, folks. And I couldn't even wait to get to him, so I skipped my favorite asshole of the week, but we're going to go with the Bills real quick. Sterling, you hit the nail on the head. What the fuck are we doing here with a mediocre defensive coach if you can't show up this week? This is what you're here for, bro. You're also here to stop the Chiefs in the playoffs, but we know how that goes. Your defense doesn't show up for those either, which gives people like Russ all sorts of shitty talking points. So, hey, all I need you to do, buddy, have that defense play like that defense does against the Sam Howells of the world. I don't need 9 sacks. I don't need any sacks. Show me something different that nobody else would do this week. Show me that you planned something specific for this team because this is what this team's doing really well. If you can't do that this week, I'm sorry. There's no salvaging McDermott. There's already no salvaging McDermott, but this should be one of those wake-up call moments. And back to our absolute best fucking asshole of the week. I don't need future to tell me the future. It's over. It's as over as your fucking Jerry curls are fucking over. Russ, let it go. You should retire at halftime. There'd be more pride than keep rolling out there and fucking doing whatever the fuck you're doing at this point. 70 burgers? We're getting dropped on us now? I'm sorry, Russ. It's been a good career. You did some good things over there, but you're more useless on the Broncos than Jordan was on the fucking Washington Wizards. Let it fucking go.
All right, so
I got it out the field. Fuck Russell, let's go.
You guys were supposed to tell me I didn't have the fucking logos on screen.
Hey, bro,
it's okay. It was great.
Oh, man, you didn't even need them.
Yeah,
you was cooking hot fish grease. Using the booth spitting that.
Don't let using the booth spitting. Let Chris cook. All right,
let Chris cook.
Let Chris.
And you know what, Chris? That shit was a lot better than Russ cook because Russ cooking is hey,
poo-poo. All right,
poo-poo, doo-doo.
So we're gonna go ahead.
That shit was awesome, Chris.
All right. If you want to follow us on social media, you can always follow us individually. You can look down there.
The fucking Broncos are ass, man. I'm sorry.
If you want to follow the show individually, you can do that. Sports Sushi, all one word on X or Twitter, whatever. Sports_sushi on Instagram, IG. Where can they find you fellas at individually? Bang. Look down there at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Rush, you want to go ahead and give us some words to close this out on?
Yes. Hopefully your football team doesn't give up a WNBA game score this next weekend. Hey, man, I ain't really got nothing else to you except for, man, bet happy, be happy. And you know what I'm saying? If she kind of stutters before she talks or she don't look in your eye, she's lying, bro. You know what? She's lying.
And another thing is, and I'm gonna give y'all a piece of advice, all you young motherfuckers out there, don't date a woman that don't respect your wife. All right, peace.
Peace.
All right. Hey, I gotta go, bro. I gotta
Me
take
too.
a shit. I gotta take a shit.
Y'all be